like, that's really kind of it for the first one. Like, you know, if you like room escape games, this is one of the better ones out there. Uh, it's just decent. So, for the second one is an improvement. Uh, Basically, the characters and plot are a lot better, in my opinion. Again, I'm not saying they're, like, super deep or anything like that.
Deepest
But,
lore, XOXO.
yeah. But, like, it's a bit more involving. Basically, you take the role of a detective, and you get hired by a client who apparently there's a serial killer on the loose, and she believes the killer is out to kill her next. So you take the job to try, and B, make sure that this new girl you met does not die. That said, though, before I get too deep into this, if you're thinking, oh, well, the second one's better, I should just play the second one and save some money. If you care at all about the story, like, period, I would advise against that, because the second game straight up assumes that you've played through all of the first one. So it does not bother to fucking explain a lot of the plot details and shit that it's kind of dropping on you. Because, like, if you go into the second one without playing the first one, you're going to be like, what the fuck is Xena? Who the fuck are IXG? What the fuck is a double psychic? Etc. You know?
Then again, who the fuck would play this random
even one.
shop game without playing the first?
I guess. But, by the way, another way they save budget is that both games have the exact same soundtrack. Like, I'm serious, I did not notice a single song the second one has that the first one doesn't.
Hey, if it works, just use it. You know, guys, that's really lazy. Hey.
But yeah, there are improvements overall. Like, plot-wise, like I said, it's just a bit better. One novelty they added is that, because you can now make dialogue choices in the second game, there's actually 3 different endings you can get. The bad ending, the good ending, and the best ending. My first playthrough, I got the good ending, which works for me, whatever. Also, there is it's not... Okay, it's a world map, but I'm not gonna say... It's not a world map in the traditional sense, like, you know, you walk around and shit. No, it's one of those,
You select a destination?
Yeah, you guys remember in the, like, mid-2000s how a lot of RPGs were doing that to save on budget, where they were just like, you should go over to fucking, like, the Lightning Temple. So then you exit the town and you just see a map and you select Lightning Temple and you're just there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then yeah, they did that in Bell Network, Phoenix Wright. It was all over the place.
Yeah. So, you know, this isn't an RPG, you know. But, yeah. But yeah, so you can now move around to different locations, whereas in the first game you were stuck on this one ship and all you could do was walk between the rooms. You have dialogue options. And also, the first game, I don't see this as a criticism, but if you're one of those people, the first game was really easy. Like, a lot of its puzzles are simple. There was only, like, one puzzle where I kind of had to stop and think for a second. But even then, it's not like it was annoying or difficult or anything. It was just like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, you know. And also, the first game both games actually have a hint system that the game does not penalize you for using. So if you're really stuck, you can just click hint over and over. Meanwhile, the second game, the puzzles are a little bit tougher, mainly because you now have this time hole mechanic, similar to Time Hollow. Where basically there are puzzles that are timing based, or basically your character has the power to see into the past. So, like, for example, if there's a puzzle where they're like, we need this book, but the book's not here on the shelf, but I read on a note somewhere that someone moved the book at 7 a.m. today, so then you would, you know, use your time powers to look back into 7 a.m., and then you'd fuck with the book so that way nobody takes it. You know, shit like that. Which, it is a fun mechanic. That said, I will make special note of 2 puzzles that are complete bullshit in the second game, okay? At least to me. Maybe other